Because you can get away with some things on Twitch simply because any recording that's there is temporary. YouTube, not so much.
It's true.
Don't admit to crimes online, so I shouldn't talk about the giggle button on my AR. Cool. I'm joking.
I mean,
I'm absolutely joking. And in fact, the type. Okay, let me be clear. It is a binary giggle button, which is legal in my state. It's also currently broken.
We don't allow non-binaries in your state.
It's also broken, so my binary giggle button is non-binary, which is hilarious. Because this AR build, which I've made myself, is covered in all sorts of, you know, gay and trans shit, you know, liberation shit, right? Because, you know, that's my life. So, my gay R build has a non-binary giggle button.
I love the phrase gay R. By the way, did you talk to Isael before coming up here?
I don't remember.
Double check your quest objective right now. Make sure you're not skipping a step.
Who?
The elven lady. Their sale.
Lady Iceheart. Well, either you have to talk to the Boog, or you have to talk to the elf lady. One or the other.
The Boog didn't.
Didn't what?
There was... Ah, I'm dumb. I missed this part. Walked right past
the elf lady. Okay.
We were causing murder.
Which step are you on, Snow?
Gotta talk to her as well. Thought she was like up higher, so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten there for a sec.
I find that's the
following Snow into the murder. So
Snow has fallen into the trap that I often fall into when playing alternate characters on this, like, oh, I've been through this content 5 times, I know what I'm doing. And then you end up making an assumption about what the next step is, and then you're wrong. Because you forgot a step, because you weren't looking, and you would skip past stuff, and it happens to me too. Yeah. That's why I wanted to have you guys double check, because yeah.
That is so fucking cool looking.
Oh, and the fire sprites.
The fire one is one of my favorites of the sprite designs. I also like the lightning ones.
One of the few sprites that's actually not a sprite. Like, I know the lightning sprites I was talking about this, that it's literally a 2-dimensional sprite on a 3-dimensional field. This is not. This actually has dimension on in every direction except for probably the pin lights, but pin lights don't have dimension anyway.
It's almost like it's 2 flat sprites perpendicular to each other, but then the thing in the middle is rotating. So it's like 3 sprites combined together almost, in a way. But not even really, because there's still dimension to them. None of it is...
Yeah, like, none of them are 2-dimensional. They all have dimension, so it's...
Yeah.
That is one of the few sprites that actually isn't.
Yeah.
I remember making that observation when we first started playing this.
and Snowcat is petting the fire sprite.
Observation that far ago? What? Excuse me?
Right?
It's not okay.
Oh shit.
Scholar Pounce!
This away.
Pounce!
What the fuck was that, fam?
As opposed to my chubby belly, which is Scholar Paunch, not Pounch.
Guy thinks he's slick using a rifle stick at me. You're not clever.
Okay.
You really have to cut your way through this area, don't you?
Yeah.
That's
Just
why I'm
mow
trying to
through
get
them
as
all.
much of their attention as possible at once,
Otherwise known as effective tanking.
without getting them so far apart that they run away,
Right. Yeah, you don't want to let them reset.
which is the tricky part. These are about
Can
as
be.
far as I can be and still help you guys with these guys over here.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, you just have to hit everybody once, and then you can gather them together.
Yeah, but gathering, again, I was at my limit to keep their attention.
Yeah. Also, the gathering together is often tricky when half the enemies are ranged people.
Well, I tried. I was a little bit braver
pretty well.
this time because these things are more annoying than dangerous.
Yeah.
Much like bugs.
There you go.
With rare exception.
Get poisoned, a jerk.
So, did you hear how David Tennant is in some hot water for being hella based?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like his t-shirt.
I do too. Like I said, he's in hot water for it, and it's just it's like, but he's in trouble for being based, so I'll take it.
Yeah. In fact, I've seen memes of other characters wearing his t-shirt and supporting him.
His retort to all the backlash was hilarious too, and very.
Oh, I did not see that. What was it?
He said it's okay, turfs can't climb stairs.
Because they're Daleks. I get it.
It's like, I knew there was a reason why I thought 10 is the best.
Now, point of clarification, was he actually the 10th Doctor? Because that would be
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes, David Tennant was the 10th Doctor.
So 10 was 10.
I don't know why my voice cracked.
That is glorious, though. Alright, I need to go touch this fart cloud.
I wanted to whack. Just normal whack once.
Oh, I need to remember to turn my party graphics down before we get into the trial and start getting blinded by 8 players worth of shiny effects all at once.
Ugh, another one of those.
No more raids, though. We're done with raids.
Eat.
But not dungeons.
No. We
It's
cannot
okay.
opt out of those. I really wish they would let us just add one NPC to the party, though.
That would be nice.
We could put up with one subpar DPS on the team if it meant that less annoyance for Kai.
It's just, when I'm expected to perform around people,
Yeah.
I get paranoid as fuck.
People in general, or because it's a party member you don't know, you mean?
Or
Huh?
not something I want on me.
What is? What's happening?
I just pulled a tick off of me.
Oh,
Oh, joy.
that's annoying.
Lovely.
Maybe it was
Not
in that
particularly.
phone too.
That was sarcasm.
Later, you
Hey,
might want to check
I'm
around and make sure there's not like a bunch of them breeding somewhere. Check if
What
anything
was
else that you
somewhere?
may have brought from inside from outside.
As far as I know, I'm good.
I once had a piece of wood in my bedroom that turned out to have been the source of a breeding grounds for ticks.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was really annoying for a couple of weeks before I figured out that was where they were coming from.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just get this.
Okay.
I'll bear it
So if
back.
you
That's
if you two have anything in that room that came inside from outside other than the phone, you may want to get
Just
rid
the
of it.
phone.
In fact, you may want to get rid of the phone. That might be where it came from.
That's
May have been not
doing.
just ants. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It may not have been just ants, or maybe those weren't ants in the first place.
Those were ants. They were little eggs that we shook out of this thing. Over at Annex Trine, we have an Aether Current quest.
Yep.
Are you okay?
not like ticks.
Understandable.
Me neither. There's only one tick I like, and that cartoon's not being made anymore. Alright, Kai's already in the cutscene, so I should probably talk to her. Let's do it!
You did it.
Well, the good news is that when it got flattened, the only colored fluid that came out was white, which means it didn't bite me.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good.
Still gave me a fucking panic attack. So give me a minute, please.
Mm-hmm. We can do a whole ass break before we fight the thing. I like how they have like a nice set of doors inside of a cave. If I should be dragged away for sacrifice while you're off haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Alright. Let's go get this cutscened. And then before the actual trial, we can have a break.
Eek.
They got cool pottery, though. I'll give them that.
Eek.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, Master of the Sacred Blades, Wrath of the Colony, Conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
Lewd.
Sure knows how to make an entrance, though.
Oh yeah. This man likes his swords.
Still nothing compared to the other one.
Yeah. It's the sword locust.
Where the fuck is
Run in there. Sorry.
Glad
Just
everyone
walk-
kept me up to date. I'm just over here having a panic attack, being able to keep up.
Yeah, just walk into a room to get cutscene.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold Master of the Blade, do accept thy challenge. But Should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
Just gonna borrow your crystals here for a minute.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
My character just looks up. I'ma shoot that.
I like how her hair is like big dragon horns.
Ice spikes.
I feel that's more like dragon horns, but that fits considering her backstory.
There's another primal way better than you ever could be, Ravana. Go away. You.
He's friendlier too.
Eat. So we gotta wait a bit to meet him.
Stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Art thou warrior or craven? Well, just give me a second. We gotta take a break first, buddy.
This is not how you surrender.
I still really love her design in the game.
It's pretty good.
This design. Granted, there's been quite a few that are like really good.
Yeah. Her new design in 16 is pretty good too, but I haven't seen a whole lot of it yet.
Yeah.
Also, when we do get into this fight, this guy's, while his fight is slightly annoying, his theme music is incredible. Alright. Oops. What the hell? OBS is doing us silly. That's alright. Let's have a wee break compose ourselves
know.
before battle.
Yee. It's so good, isn't it?
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Whoops. Again, my character just looks up. I'ma shoot that.
I mean, I don't know why we're taking turns. We should have just backed her up.
I know, right?
I mean, it would have been a lot more helpful if, you know, we all just did it all at once.
Yeah.
But, you know, Final Fantasy rules, you can't have a summon on the field with everyone else. At least they stayed thematic,
True.
you know?
Yeah.
Hey Kai, are you ready for a fun science fact?
What's
Before
that?
Isaac Newton discovered gravity in 1687, people could fly.
Oh, no. I don't like that. Okay, I'm in an emptied room. Now what?
Now take your break.
Oh, okay. I can do
Yeah,
that.
break. And then kick bull gas.
Yes.
Neat.
Meh.
It's too hot.
Oh. New fan's not doing enough, or what?
No, not the fuck at all.
Sorry to hear that, friend.
Well, I mean, fans and AC, not really the same.
True.
There.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
So things a little different over here. I'm relatively fine. Kai was saying it was very hot, so I just set the fan up that I had over here a little differently.
Aimed over there a bit more, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right.
I hope it's helping.
I hope so too.
Here's
These
hoping.
peoples are ready to step on Boog.
I suppose we can boog Steppy.
Boog needs steppy, all the steppy.
All right. Basically, when he starts doing weird shit, just follow everybody else around while they're dodging shit. And at one point, a bunch of moths and butterflies will show up, kill the shit out of them when that happens.
Yep.
And let us eat one food.
A singular food.
A singular food.
One food.
Join.
I will eat one stick. When
I
what?
had red boob.
Oh,
Wow.
I had one set.
Absolutely nobody is doing this. Absolutely us is doing this.
Yeah, this is longer of a wait than I expected.
Yeah.
If you look at the stats over on the side, literally absolutely us are doing this. Here we go.
There we go. Yay!
Yay!
This fight
Yeah,
was
check-
technically not on mom.
Check out this music though. This music is good. Hey. Huh.
He is so extra.
Yeah. Not as much as the other guy though.
No. The other one got him beat well.
We say this as if Shiva isn't extra.
Oh, she's very extra.
Or any of them aren't extra. They're summonings, of course they're extra. That's the point.
Yep.
We've all played Final Fantasy before, right?
Lemony Glick. That's a great name,
Ugh. No,
sir
it's
and
not.
or madam.
Do you know what Glick is?
It's a Lullafell machinist.
Also baguette spaghetti.
I'm here for it.
Dance to the song of ringing steel.
And no, I don't know what a glick is.
So, the glick is a gland in your mouth. It is located between the front of your bottom teeth and the back of your bottom lip.
And it's where you keep your lemon flavor.
No, it's where your spit comes from.
Furious as a blaze.
Okay. Lemony spit
Lovely.
then.
You can learn how to control this, and squirt from your glick,
Lovely.
which is usually what it's called when you do that. That is the name that's given when you do that specifically. So, literally, lemony spit squirt.
Still a good name. Alright. Danger puddles.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
There we go.
Puddle lines.
And
Feel my blades.
take Booga.
I am invincible.
Nah,
You
not
are.
really, buddy.
Shit.
Breed.
We're good.
Wilt thou yield?
Ooh.
And I think here come the boogs. Kill all the boogs.
Okay. First, I gotta find some. Fuck.
Yep. They will show up.
Here they are.
These again us.
Where? Ah. Okay, well, I think that's that.
Yep, there's more.
Where?
Everywhere.
Not fucking seeing them. That's not terribly helpful.
Well, the alternative was to say over here, which would have been equally unhelpful.
Actually, no, because if you were next one, then I would be able to find one pretty easily. Just look for the massive fucking Rogadin. Find Coop.
Okay, fair. Fair enough. Out of all the times that you hate the answer being over here, the one time it would have been useful.
It's in the wide areas where it's not useful.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but where are you?
Okay.
It's interesting how some of them are Ghana spelled with an H and some of them don't have the H.
So, okay.
Oh, this is where we're gonna do the... So this... If there had been any bugs left, this attack would have killed us.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a possibly Tony. I'm running Scholar, Kai is Warrior, Snow is Bard.
Yep. And this is the music that plays when you do the extreme trial and
Whoa! Fuck me!
oh shit!
I got hit.
Oh. Erp.
I'm not the only one.
Ow!
Jesus. That was fucking weird. How the fuck that happened?
He did a thing that pushed everybody, and it probably pushed you off the edge of the map.
That it did.
You were all the way Yote.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
I don't know, but I'm going to try to keep this away.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, run. Out.
Ah, shit. My turn to be Yote. Hey, Kazma. You don't remember this fight? How far through the game have you been, Kazma?
Oh, murder his ass! Okay.
Oopsie
There.
poopsie. Yes.
Woo! Bit chaotic.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat.
Tony makes a fair point in chat.
I lay my blades at thy feet.
Tony's good at this.
Yes. Now this is from Heaven's Word right now. So it's probably just been so long since you've done Heaven's Word that you don't remember parts of it.
The weapons you can get from the extreme here has orange butterflies coming off of it.
Well, this person can have a commendation, I suppose, because you're the only one that hasn't left yet.
Everyone else is like, "Yeep."
And you come out of the cutscene and everybody's fucked off already.
Yep. Whee! Take that, bugs.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you.
Warrior of Light, excuse me, that's private adventures to you. I have a rank. Saya, hello!
I do not think Ravana
Hey.
one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Been a little bit since we've interacted off of Twitter there, Saya. How have you been? Day's going all right over here? And you?
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor.
Oh, great. Organization 13's back.
At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in
I didn't mean
swelling
to.
storm of chaos.
Did you stick your foot in the fan?
Accidentally.
Okay.
Yes.
She was just busy sticking her leggy way out far.
It's one of those shitty box fans, and if you take them apart to take the protective parts off of it, they work a lot better. Downside is Snow can put her foot in it. Did.
That doesn't sound like it would be great for her foot either.
It's not great for her foot, no, but it does produce a lot better airflow.
With your foot in it? I doubt that.
Not with the foot in it, dingus. Jeez.
Alright, so we have to go back into the hive again because one of the quests was in the back room that we got teleported out of.
You're so Canadian sometimes.
Aw, that's so sweet of you to say, eh? I don't even have any Tim Hortons on my desk right now.
I haven't had Tim Hortons in so fucking long.
I grab a
Really decent
coffee there like
and
once or twice a week.
Donuts.
Actually, they had some specialty cookies they're making here these days. I had last week I picked up a Rocky Road cookie.
I'm sorry.
You know Rocky Road ice cream, right?
Yes.
That, but a cookie instead of ice cream.
I'm sorry, that does not compute.
It was good though.
I'm sure it was, but that has to be illegal somewhere. Which just makes it seem even tastier because, you know...
Clearly not here. Contraband flavors are tastier, I agree.
Well, it's just the nature of the beast. My existence, anything illegal is better. With some exceptions, there are lines. We don't go into Reaver country.
Good point. Good point.
You know, use your head. Use your head. Use your morals. Follow your heart. As,
my heart agrees with no Reaver country.
Love with your heart and trust your mind for everything else.
There you go.
Or something along those lines. I haven't seen a good, I haven't seen a CD video in a while. Of course, he's not super active. He's one of those YouTube creators that you wish were more active, but you understand why he's not.
Yeah.
Because all of the production is, like, super high quality.
Yeah, that takes time. Actually, speaking of creators, I mentioned this in the Discord chat the other day, but just to underline it, in one of his recent news videos, Jesse Cox actually got the voice actor for the protagonist from Final Fantasy XVI to do a news video for him.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I didn't even know who it was when I was watching it. Then later I found out it was fucking Clive. I was like, holy shit. That's so him, though. He just knows all these awesome people. I mean, he hung out with fucking... Oh god, what the hell is his name? The Jurassic Park guy who's like, life finds a way.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah, he hung out. Jesse Cox hung out with that guy.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Goldblum. Thank you. Like, what the fuck?
Nice.
That's somebody I'd hang out with.
Right? I mean, he's also the gremlin responsible for the infamous bear romance scene in Baldur's Gate 3 being shown off. Because of course he would be. Of course he was the Chaos Goblin and shouting to vote for that option. Oh man, what a guy. I'm glad he finally made his goal of 1 million subscribers. He's been going for that for almost a decade. He finally got it. Good for him.
Awesome.
You know what, Jer? I feel like Jeff Goldblum would ignore my personal boundaries as well, and that is exactly what I want.
See, here's the thing. Is the reality of it is like he is super aware of personal boundaries. That is the fact of the individual.
I can believe that, but honestly,
like,
I kind of want him not to
be. Human interaction actually weirds him the fuck out. If you couldn't tell by any of his acting.
You know, that makes sense.
He has the vibe, but he's also the least likely person to do it because just interacting with people is such an awkward experience for him.
Yeah,
Which,
I mean, honestly, a lot of us can vibe with that.
If you want that to a lesser extent, you see the exact same mannerisms in Weird Al, actually.
Really?
And he is also a fucking amazing human being in person.
I can believe that.
Just ask the Game Grumps, who are not nearly famous enough to have had him on their couch. I'm sorry.
And yet there he was.
And yet he was. Playing games with them.
Yeah. Also, what's her face? Who's that famous actress that hung out with him a couple times too?
Yeah, shit. Somebody else who...
She was, the wife from True Lies, I think. I forget her name.
Somebody else who is just way cooler and more chill than people think.
Yeah. Hold on. What the hell's her name? True Lies. Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
I don't know. I know there was somebody else who was like crazy big who you never would have expected, and she hung out with them.
Hold on.
I can picture her in my face, in my eye holes too. Right.
Okay, here we go. Here's a few of them. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy, but Rob Schneider hung out with them. Weird Al, Ben Schwartz, nowadays known as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Ben
Schwartz
that
guy's
doesn't surprise me.
He's a cool ass dude too. Matt Mercer,
but he's
apparently
openly a cool ass dude.
Also not a surprise.
Hmm?
What the fuck is your name?
Yeah, Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer. Not a big surprise there.
No. Though a couple years ago it might have been.
Maybe.
Like, you know.
Oh yeah, Grant Kirkhope. Not an actor, but famous if you know people who make awesome music for video games, because he did the Banjo-Kazooie music.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is she? Jamie Lee Curtis, that's who I was thinking of.
Yes.
But then again, she, I'm good at distracted chocobo driving. Saya, thank you. It's through the magic of the auto run button. All I have to do is steer. But yeah, with Jamie Lee Curtis, that was a little bit of a cheat though, getting her, because her son works for Gerard the Completionist, who is a friend of the Game Grumps.
Ah.
Yeah. You could.
So they had a bit of an insider line.
You could say that's cheating.
But it still requires her to be a cool individual. It's just cheating in the sense that they had a little bit of an in.
Yeah, they wouldn't have gotten the name. They wouldn't have gotten the visibility if not for the connection. Simply because, like I said, you know, as much as I enjoy them, as much as a lot of people enjoy them, they're just not that famous.
If I remember correctly, the episode she was on, they were playing Mario Party together. But they do that on Guest Grumps a lot, so...
Well, it's a simple game, even if no one's ever, like, done that kind of thing. They can get into it pretty easily.
Yeah. And for those who care about this kind of thing, they had one of the people from Jackass on. Like one of the main guys from Jackass. Which is not my thing, but still a pretty famous person. Also, Tony, why did you have to tell somebody no to a design request?
Probably another one of those fly-by-night places that steal other people's art. Not a real artist.
Maybe. Maybe. Speaking of which, actually, there's been a lot of people going at this one guy who's making a comic with a new comic series of his own with some people and getting into yelling matches about people online and shit. And apparently his own personal logo is just like a straight ripoff of the Gargoyles logo font and design.
Oh, gee.
Which I can understand. It's a good-looking font.
It's a cool font, but straight ripped off.
I mean, if the trademark is run out on it, I don't have a problem with it. Or if the trademark hasn't run off, if the people are being paid appropriately, I don't have a problem with it.
To be fair to him, I don't think he's the artist drawing the comic. I believe he's the writer.
Yeah.
But still, seemed tacky. Especially when he's the one being cranky and yelling at people. Like, oh, you're criticizing my comic. I bet you don't even read comics, do you?
I mean, there's that asshole angle to it, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at it with that aspect in mind. I was just looking at it on its own merits.
You just gotta love those people who are like, you disagree with me, therefore there must be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I can't be the problem. Quest sync.
Indian over
I
here
had
being
that happen earlier. I do feel bad, though. I feel like I'm chasing off people somehow.
What, right now? No.
I don't know. Maybe I am the baddie. It is my
No, we don't.
after all.
We don't have enough skulls to be the baddies right now.
The naming path, I
I've
believe
got one.
that unlocking the fast beast
The Beast Tribe. Yeah.
So,
Alright, let me see. So we gotta find a nameless Vath. Gotta go talk to Daddy Dragon. Inspect locations around the stained one. Struck non-mind. Okay, yeah, so remember that last bug we talked to back deep in the hive? That was a friendly one we talked to? On our way back in there?
Yeah.
That bug has basically stopped hearing the one mind, hive mind voice, and they don't know what to do now that they're an individual. So we're going to welcome them into this tribe over here.
We can.
Oh, Tony, yeah, the so-called graphic designers that want to sell cheap, poorly designed overlays to streamers. God, they're a dime a dozen, aren't they?
So it's their work.
No.
Listen, I'm an abstract artist. I'm well aware that all of my stuff looks like shit, but even I
Looks better than theirs.
even I would pay for my work before I paid for theirs. That last piece I made, though.
It's funny too, because whenever these people, like some of them just like, you know, ask me. Actually, some of them just like follow me but don't say anything, like hoping I'll react to them or something, and then okay. That's fine. That's polite at least. But then the ones that like get really pushy about getting responses out of you, I've noticed that when you look at their profile or like their timeline or whatever, all the shit they've done looks pretty much exactly the same as all the other people who behave that way too.
Yep.
They're just clones of each other. Some of them get real angry when you don't respond to them.
Yeah, I have one that's been bothering me for months now, just sending like the double question mark thing or hey or whatever.
Oh god. Take a hint, person.
I'm just gonna keep letting it go.
Keep letting them get enraged by themselves.
I'm that kind of troll, like, I'm the emotional trauma kind.
Hey, just
But I won't
keep
ever
milking
do it
that
to
lol
you,
cow.
right? Like, I won't ever do it to you. I will make you do it to yourself.
That's glorious.
And
And
this
you're
is how
encountering
I found out I was the villain.
Oh, so this is just you realizing that this person's the definition of a lol cow because you're just continuing to milk them for laughs. Yeah, some of them might be bots as well.
Now I understand that term.
Yep.
Now I understand that term. I've never understood the
Lolcow?
term lolcow before.
Yep, because you're milking them for lols.
I didn't want to sound like a fucking idiot and ask, so I just waited for the definition to come to me.
There you go.
How long have we known each other, Kren?
Exactly. So you remember good old Trumpster
You've
Bob,
been
right?
using that term. You've been using that term since that long, and I just figured it out.
You remember good old Trumpster Bob, right?
Oh, Trumpster Bob is a barrel of laughs.
He's a prime example of a generous
Yes.
lol cow.
Very generous. Very generous.
So many lols to be
That-
milked out of him,
Mansion he owns
right?
with roommates for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That he lets live there. Last I believe I heard him say once.
So generous of him to let them help him with the rent. Come on, guy, you can't just come in and steal people's food.
Of course, it's that knucklehead. mold.
Yeah.
Well, find some examples of the kind of abstract that, you know, strikes your fancy, and
Yeah. By the way,
talk about it maybe.
kudos to Marsa Champ there. This guy has some serious eyeshadow skills.
I wish I had that kind of eyeshadow skills. Though Bravna really needs to think about a different gloss. That is not your color, sweetie.
Yeah, I don't like the lip gloss, but man, that is some good eyeshadow.
I would go like 2.5 shades darker for the lip gloss. Same color, just darker.
Yeah.
By the way, Kai, I do have to say, out of all the abstract artists I know, you're the only one who's doing abstract music.
I also
I mean, there's other people, I just don't know them.
They did.
True.
I did an abstract
That's the thing.
painting. It was painted across
That's the one of the
canvases.
that's the thing you posted pictures of recently, right?
Mm-hmm. The one that I'm trying to sell.
Yeah. I keep stumbling across those posts after I come home from work and I'm too tired to interact. But I've seen it.
Really good.
It tells a hell of a story.
Indeed.
Yeah, these bug things so cute. Seriously.
Right?
They really are.
Especially the mustache one. The old man mustache bug.
Can I have mustache boob?
You can have mustache build.
Are they
Verifying
selling
mustache
math
boob.
plushies yet?
I don't think they have.
They need to get on that.
Yeah, they really do.
Oh, speaking of plushies, actually, Kai, somebody that Low Energy Videos and I watch on a regular basis as part of our podcast came out with a plushie.
Yeah.
So you can get ordinary sausage hot dog plushie.
Jeez.
By the way, it turns out that putting corn on a cob through a blender and making it into a sausage doesn't work so very well at all. To absolutely nobody's surprise.
Oh dear.
And yes, I do mean including the entire cob itself in the blender.
Oh dear.
I mean, when the cob is pureed, it actually has a decent flavor.
I think it was more the consistency that was the problem. 'Cause
You have to adjust the consistency, because the consistency is not too good on its own, I will admit.
yeah. You must keep your word, little boog. Alright, we'll kill one tree for you. Jeez. Oh look, there's one right there.
There's indeed.
Wet bark consistency? Probably something like that. Oh wait, that's not what he wanted. Wait. Oh, he just wants a land survey. That's weird, but okay. I thought he wanted us to get a branch for him, but I guess not. Yeah, at least we got our mount speed increase. That's nice.
True.
Yeah, if anybody in chat has not seen the YouTube channel called Ordinary Sausage, you need to check him out. He's a ridiculous human being in the best ways. Also, I'm still trying to I am also still trying to determine if he's putting on a fake voice or not. Oh, we gotta kill a very specific tree, I assume. Okay.
Yeah.
For some
Yes.
reason.
Survey to get specific wet tree.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously wet because near water. The swampy tree.
That's fair. Tree has been exploded. Alright, let's go give that back to him before we have to run away back down to the frickin' evil hive again. At least this time when we're running past all those evil boogs, we'll be doing it faster. So they won't get as many pot shots at us on the way through. Yum.
Actually, something I always thought would be interesting exploration into the tree ent or Trent mythos is ones from different areas, like one's from wetlands, one from tropical areas, one's from dense forest, one's from, you know,
Yeah?
more barren areas, how they would change for that area. I don't think that's something that's explored nearly enough, and I would love to see a game implement that.
D&D's got like 50 different kinds of dragons. Where's the different types of treants?
Right? Tell me that wouldn't be fucking awesome to go up against a palm tree.
Ooh. That'd probably have a high dexterity on that tree.
Probably.
Or you could have like a horror story quest with a haunted willow tree or something. A haunted weeping willow.
Hello, Larson.
Larson, who's this? Who's this fine new gentleman joining the stream for the first time? Do you have anyone to talk about Argle Bargle Fufara? Yes, sir, we do.
I'm sorry, I already follow Bargle Argle, Farafu.
Oh, his brother, I see. They always did have a sibling rivalry.
Yeah, more of a sibling gripe.
Sorry, a sibling what?
Gripe.
Gripe?
Really, what I suspect is it's the same person, just one has eyeshadow.
Man, wouldn't that be weird having two gods that are known as brothers, but they're really just the same entity? Wouldn't that be weird, Snow?
Yeah.
I mean, you never see them in the same room. Or at all, but, you know, that's beside the point.
Cough, cough, Naldthal, cough, cough. Excuse me. Oh, sneaky.
What
I got friend
hell
requested.
Are you doing?
Dyeing my clothes. It's blue.
Oh, that you are.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
That's a good blue.
that is quite nice.
Hmm. Wonder how bad this
This
would
is good
look.
blue.
I am okay with this camera angle.
Hmm. Alright. Which version of Elvis do you prefer?
How
Current
my
Elvis
character-
or too little color at all Elvis?
how my character is standing, and I just moved the camera ever so slightly. It's just a like full screen of Kai's character's chest. I'm okay with this.
Brumsky.
It would very much make sense of that.
Alright, Kai. Snow. Vote for your favorite Elvis.
What?
Which Elvis shirt should I go with?
Let's see here. Honestly, the purple kind of fits how it is, but
I think so too.
yeah.
Also, Kazwa, I'm not going to type in a message to answer you in Discord because you have already found me and friended me in the game anyway. I assume you've already discovered what server I'm on because of that friend request. I only just noticed your message now. By the way, Kazwa, you should finish up the end game content right now because we're probably only like 2 or 3 months away from an expansion, either declaration or at least everybody on YouTube speculating about what the expansion will be. I know I already have privately with Snow.
They are raising the level cap for Blue Mage.
That's
now.
good.
So
Also, check out Kazman's Chocobo and her pretty little hat. I like it.
I have no idea where you are. Oh.
Oh, you're also a summoner. Cool. My level 90 is also a summoner.
Hi.
Raiding some stuff to unlock your island. I'm not worrying about the island, but I've been doing the current endgame raid just because the story of it is interesting to me. But yeah, I feel pretty confident. I know what the next expansion will be. I have left my predictions with Snowcat so that she can call me out on how wrong or I might have been later. Or how right, maybe.
Ah.
She can vouch for my honesty later when I say that I totally called it. Or didn't. I'm pretty confident in my guesses, though. Because by this point, by the time you finish the X.4 content patch, you generally have a pretty good idea of what the expansion is going to be about. At least historically so far. Unless they're going to come at us with a total curveball on this one. Which would be very trolly of them. Which is something I can't entirely dismiss the possibility of. Here's some nonsense while we're hanging about. Okay, hold on. FBI agent denied budget needed to infiltrate leftist Warhammer group.
That can't be real. Although it would not surprise me,
You know that FBI agent was using it as an excuse to start a Warhammer miniatures collection.
I don't want to live on this planet. I don't want to live on a planet where that is a joke that we can make, and it makes you question if it could be real.
Also, I'm curious as to when that story came out. Like, was this 10 years ago, 20 years ago, yesterday? What was it? Have I seen the cost of Warhams? No, but I assume it's high.
It's ridiculous.
Running off and leaving Grand.
Ew.
It's a little bit cheaper if you 3D print your own if you have a resin printer. Not that I condone printing miniatures. Fuck that. Fuck them. 3D print all your minis and enjoy.
Personally, I don't care about the price of them though, because I don't give a shit about playing the Warhammer miniatures game. I love the lore. I love the video games. I do not play the tabletop actual war game though, because I don't like the game mechanics of it. I just don't like how the game mechanics work.
I mean,
No.
at any point where it takes you half an hour to fucking read dice rolls, there's a problem.
That too. Now, a tabletop war gaming miniatures game that I do recommend and do enjoy the game mechanics of is called War Machine, where you can fight with like steampunk army men and like mecha golems and shit. That game is fucking cool. And the game mechanics are actually interesting because the mechas have like their own special abilities. It almost starts to feel a little bit like it's miniatures war combined with elements of like Magic the Gathering almost. Because activating some of their special abilities is like deciding when to play a card from your hand in Magic. Sort of.
I disagree with that picture entirely. There aren't enough of them.
Eh?
Oh, I love you.
Oh, yes. I mean, that was obviously just the one that started. Like, the rest of them are going to be there in a second, you know?
Don't think that's how an assassination works.
Not usually. Although it's a good way to hide your involvement in an assassination when you get 14 other people to join you.
Fair.
Scholar
But
Pouch!
then they went and just said, yeah, we did it.
Ah, yes, but as we learned from Assassin's Creed, it was actually the Brotherhood of the Hidden Ones who really assassinated Caesar. But no, history doesn't remember that. Well, looks like I have to burn my own supplies. I didn't get credit for the other ones.
Ah!
They half-assed it. It was just an assassination. Defeat what enemy? There's nobody here, game.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Are you good over there?
Yeah, apparently they were holding against me the fact that you guys are being attacked by Nath at a different location than me. Was being counted against me being able to interact with this one because we're in a team together.
Oh.
Alright, I have to go back and do this one again too then.
Oh. Yay, more murder.
Yeah.
More boog.
Actually,
Boog.
Larson, there's another reason it's kind of sad that you don't hang out in the Discords, because I've started developing a dice game.
And you could play it with us if you were in Discord.
Yeah. It's a very simple game, but I've explained it as like first-person D&D.
Do we all have our quest done here now? Okay.
I've nipped in the bud, yeah.
Okay. Let's get this person down south handled and over with.
Which, I know that's not a great description.
It is a description that makes me very curious. I need to see these rules.
They're very simple, and honestly, it started off as something I just threw together.
How many role-playing games started that way, though?
We were looking for something to do, and I said, "Hey Dan, grab a D20," and we just started building it from that point. I'm going to be kicked.
You already have it on our side, which I find hilarious because you're disconnected, but you're still with us because you're still being carried along on the mount.
That is the best way I can describe it, is first-person D&D. I know it's like the most awkward kind of thing.
Isn't that LARPing?
But on a tabletop.
I got you here.
I don't think you can LARP on a tabletop. You will break the table.
You can if you're trying hard enough.
You will break the table.
You'll break the table? Okay, you're talking specifically about Vampire the Masquerade LARP, then.
Talking about any LARP, are you kidding?
Yeah, but all the memes about people using LARPing as an excuse to fuck is usually
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Y'all Masquerade folk are horny lot.
Vampire
not saying
fans in
I'm
general
not.
are a horny lot.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying that y'all are for sure. Shit. Careful, what am I coughing on?
Air.
Just got ghost cocked. Jesus.
There we go.
Welcome to Kai, everyone.
What? What? You never choked on a ghost dick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I failed to realize I was the strange one here for not having had that happen.
And yeah, Vampire the Masquerade people are. This last con I went to, actually had
Slimed me.
to kick someone out of the room because they were being not okay.
Probably a Brewbot
No.
player.
A tiny 5'8" skinny person telling off someone probably twice my size, get the fuck out of the room.
I was just gonna have to say you don't need to call me out like that, but I'm not skinny.
Talking about, I actually had to kick someone out of one of the game rooms.
Yeah, I know.
that
I was just joking.
out
'Cause
at.
I was just making a joke about that description because I'm 5'8".
I am, give or take,
No-
5'8".
Nowhere close to skinny though. In my case.
But yeah, dude didn't want to listen, and then one of the other people working there, about the same height as I am, but wearing a utility kilt, yelling at this dude, "Didn't you hear the lady? She said get out, get out."
Yeah. If you're playing Laws of the Wild to get laid, shit is about to get furry. I've never heard of Laws in the Wild, but if that's like an anthropomorphic-based tabletop RPG, then if you're playing that, you're already furry.
If you're playing Laws of the Wild, you're already furry. That's
That's what I'm saying.
it's the way it is.
Although, here's some of the weird people I know. I know somebody who once played a Warhammer 40k based game, but with anthro people instead of humans. Oh, Laws of the Wild is a werewolf LARP. Okay, that makes sense. And it also means that everything Kai and I just said remains everything Kai and I just said remains completely true. That second comment on that picture is completely correct, Larson. Then again, maybe that actually just is a really long penis, and that's just the accurate photo. Yes, Kai?
Jesus.
I like how this guy's attack is called Granado.
Is it, short skirt, big dick, and a purse full of weed?
Pretty much.
I hated how much that bar described me. Right on to the next part. You know, got some weirdos with me, some queer hoes with me. Like, that whole thing just described my life.
I don't see the problem.
Well, I don't have a purse full of weed anymore. I am out of enjoyments.
Oh, good point. That's the problem. Put all of the dots on this man. All of the dots.
More dots!
More dots! Okay, no more dots.
Yes, I do want to have my weed and smoke it too.
I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Even if there is some bullshit scare tactic study that found there's an increase, marijuana users have an increase for some pulmonary thing, and it's like, okay, fine, they could get this if this is a thing. Cool. It's a 0.0001% increase.
Yeah, that's some scare tactic bullshit that's not even worth bringing up. Fuck that.
I'm going to take my risks and continue smoking weed, because the alternative is depression and anxiety, which
But
have,
isn't
have a 40% mortality rate. So
yeah, but 40% is 40% really worth the 0.0001%?
I think I'll take my chances with the pulmonary artery disease over, you know, the very real chances that exist with depression. And that's just speaking honestly about my own mental health. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. No, that's totally more important. Also, to Tailfeather. And beyond.
Yum. Meow. Meow.
Yum.
I don't know.
Dun 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 dun. Thus smoked Zarathustra.
And I don't judge you for that, Larson. I don't judge anybody for anything unless you're a piece of shit human being that deserves it, right?
There.
But, you know, I can choose to not have an increased risk for PAD, and while at the same time accepting that my mortality rate just exploded. And that's not a choice I'm willing to make personally. I have shit that I want to live for. And anything
Kermit
that
the
can help
Frog
me do
here.
that is good for me. Right?
Oh, Kermit looks different these days. When did Kermit turn into a cat girl?
Good question.
Mhm.
Ah!
It was
Cutscene!
it's a good upgrade.
Love that, Larson.
Larson, boo, Larson groan.
I like it, to be honest. It's an adorable joke. I actually saw a Nissan that was rebadged, where they took the actual like Nissan font, but it said Nissan instead, and they took the original badge off and put that in its place. It's hilarious. Fucking hilarious. I appreciate that joke.
Personally, I like the one where somebody had a drawing of Melina from Elden Ring standing next to a Honda Accord that said Torrent on the license plate. That's some clever shit. I offer you an Accord. I love those jokes that don't explain themselves, but are fucking hilarious if you're in on the inside joke. I lost my shit the first time I saw that meme.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, Kren, but I did dye my clothes as well.
Yeah, cool. I'll get a better look when we're talking Fizzy Boogs.
I hadn't gotten a chance to look at yours yet either.
I decided to stick with my purple Elvis. Because the alternative was white, because that's the only dye I'm carrying around.
I could help you make it pink.
It was pink last time, remember?
Look at I.
I got rid of the quilt.
But pink Elvis makes more sense. I could also help you make it white.
I mean, that I
If you
could do
needed
on my
more
own.
dye for that. If you needed more dye for that, I could help you make it
No.
black. Black might
Black
be...
might be interesting, actually.
I have pink, I have blue, I have green, I have...
Actually,
think
I
I
wonder
have
if
I
I can
don't
let me
have any purple
preview.
left. I don't have
Wonder
any
if I
purple
can-
left.
Can I preview
Yes, you
colors I
can
don't
preview.
have?
Yes, you can preview colors you don't have. You just can't.
Black doesn't
Use
do
them.
anything. Oh, maybe that's not black. That's just no dye. Oh, soot black looks awesome.
I have one soot black.
Yes.
Black makes you look like... honestly, black gives you some goth vibes. I love it.
Goth healer.
I mean,
Goth Elvis healer.
for a,
Yeah.
for a time on my black mage, I had like really bright light colors, and like every look about her, they like, oh, you must be a healer then or whatever. It's like, and actually had an interaction in a dungeon. Hey, you're the healer. Like, I'm being a dumbass. They didn't actually say this, but they were being a dumbass. I'm being a dumbass. Please heal me. It's like, I can heal you with fire.
And cauterize those wounds. That actually reminds me of a D&D character I played a long time ago, back in 2nd edition. They came out, at one point, 2nd edition came out with a new class variant type of thing called Specialty Priest. So instead of just being like a cleric, and being like, you know, clerics of different gods generally tend to have access to the same set of spells and all that. But the Specialty Priests had special abilities they would be given, because they're like dedicating themselves more fully to their god than a standard cleric was, so they get more specialized abilities. But it also costs them more XP to level up. Because the 2nd edition, different classes needed different amounts of XP. That's part of the game balance, because some classes were just straight up stronger than others. But anyway, so at one point I played a specialty priest of the god of fire. So I actually had access to a few wizard spells that were fire-based. Like, I was a priest who could cast fireball. But also, I decided that my healing spells were fire-themed. So when I healed somebody's wounds, I was basically just magically cauterizing them. It's like, I can heal that for you, but it's gonna fucking hurt. Kasuf, yes, exactly, Larson. Also, Kai, I got a peek at your dye job before I talk to the guy for the cutscene. Looks nice.
Inka.
Yeah. How many soot blacks do you have in your inventory? I could use 2.
5, I think.
I have one.
The fuck?
Boog becomes Boog Adventurer. Oh, there you go. There you go, Snow. We should add that to the future future expansion features. Playable NAF.
That'd be cool.
Have they always added a new race with every expansion? I think they have, right? There's always a new race and class, I think. Or maybe... Or at least usually. I'm not sure if the current expansion added one.
I don't think Heaven's Word did, because...
You know, you're right. Yeah, you're probably right about that, too. They added 3 classes, but I don't think it added a race.
No.
But then some of the other expansions added multiple. Like, I'm pretty sure Hrothgar and Viera came in at the same time, right?
Yeah, well,
I would think.
yeah, Hrothgar and Viera came in, Shadowbringers. Stormwood brought in Aral.
Mm-hmm.
Heavensward didn't bring any in because had all the kind of base races for
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the story didn't add any races there. The pet
That
hotbar.
was a brilliant crash. That was a fucking brilliant crash. Discord
What?
went down and it took my audio drivers with it. I've never
wow.
had that happen before. Congratulations,
Fun.
Discord. You found a new reason for me to fucking hate you. Can we go back
Impressive.
to Skype now? It was better than this shit. It was far better than this shit. And free. Didn't charge us for file transfers larger than a certain amount. Fucking hate Discord. Ugh.
I need to grab a fresh drink. I ran out of water a bit earlier than expected. I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
That's a cool mount.
Which one? What one? Let me see. Oh, what? Kren's running around.
Yeah.
Then. That's for the. That is the mount you get when you like complete the these tribe levels of this one.
Larson, you do use it. You just don't use it for us.
It's a fart bug.
That's the truth of it. And that's why we're so hurt by that. That's still using it. And yes, you would be required to use it more often if it meant, you know, interacting with objectively awesome folk. At least you would be interacting with objectively awesome folk. Sounds like a good reason to use trash
and while you're
software.
And while you're interacting with those objectively awesome folk, you could also interact with us as well.
Yeah, right?
Also, this is a temporary mount just for this quest we're doing right now, but you can also get it more permanently later from the Beast Tribe.
Yep. Fart bug.
Okay. So I missed picking up one of the quests, but that's okay. We can come back for that anyways after we do this thing on the mount. Do you have the naming of Vath, at least?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We're all on Boog Mount. Let us go fart on some people for a quest.
This way.
And of course I want to see a drawing one of your players made based on the events of the last D&D session. Yeah, this is not the first time you've asked me this question, Larson, and the answer is always yes.
But Larson recognizes that consent is important.
That's true. I'm just letting him know that he has perpetual consent on that right now.
That's fucking cool.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
I think I remember that part of Dark Souls 2. There is a Dark Souls 2 boss that is a gigantic fucking rat. Get farted!
Never been here.
Ah, why do you do this? It burns. Rilkar Harridan, a 30-foot-long giant rat. Yeah, I've fought that in Dark Souls.
Can't that just not be this fun? Okay.
We have farted for great justice.
Now we run up, do the thing.
Yeah, now I can pick up that other quest that I didn't grab before, because they forced me onto the mount before I was done grabbing quests. Permanent regeneration like trolls? Ooh. But when you hit her with fire damage, a swarm of baby rats emerges from the wounds? Fuck, that's metal as fuck.
It really is, like, yo,
Yeah.
fire blisters exploding to baby rats. That's kind of, that's metal as fuck.
That is so creepy and I love it.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I shouldn't. That's disgusting, but I do. I recognize that I'm a freak of nature.
I mean, being normal is boring. Also, I like how the, okay, well, for one thing, I like how whenever we're helping out with a new beast tribe, we always mimic their weird speech patterns at them. But also, I enjoy the idea of, hey, let's find a non-violent means to repel these dragons that are causing problems, so we don't have to actually fight them because we don't want to hurt them. And that solution is to burning acidic farts. Also, welcome to the Nath Adventurers Guild.
E. They're holding a baby chocobo hostage. Right there.
No.
Sounds delicious.
It's just hanging out and being cute.
Chocobo nuggets.
Yeah, speaking of permanent regeneration and trolls and stuff, there was a book that came out for original Dungeons & Dragons. Very first edition. Where you could play as some of the monster races. But some of them were powerful enough that they had to give you penalties to what your effective level was to make you weaker because of the monster abilities were too strong otherwise. Also, this meant that this was also reflected in you being a younger version of the thing. So there was one thing. We only played one session of it, unfortunately. But we'd had a one-shot thing where I was playing a troll, like a D&D troll as a player character. But because of that, I was effectively level -2, and I was basically a child troll. But man, having that kind of regeneration is fun to abuse. It's like, oh, we're at the top of a cliff and we need to get down to the bottom of it. Meanwhile, the other player who's playing a kobold is carefully looking around for a path down. I just shrug and jump off the cliff. Splatter into a paste when I reached the bottom, but by the time the kobold got down there, I'd healed back to full.
Hilarious.
Regeneration is fun. Ah, fuck it, I'll die, but I'll get better.
I'll get better.
Or hell, even if I die from something poisonous. Like, I come back to life, I roll my save again, and eventually I'll make that saving throw and resist the poison. Health regeneration is just so much fun. Ring of Regeneration was one of my favorite magic items in D&D.
I don't think I've ever come across an
Snow,
official
shall we go
D&D
west
item.
first?
What?
Shall we get the red circle off to the west first? Before we run up there? This seems closer. Sorry, what, Kai?
I have not gotten an official D&D item ever, simply because all of the versions I've ever played have been homebrew in some fashion and had their own stuff.
That's fun too. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. I'll use the door then. Fine. Wait, after we talk to this guy, can I get a couple of those dice? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll be a more color-matched group that way, too. Like, Snowcat's not wearing the black, but she's got some grays.
Blues.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to see the new D&D movie. Oh wait, look at Mr. Shiny over here. Sparkle Bird.
How many did you say you needed?
2. But yeah,
Why?
yeah, there's 1. 2, thank
Really,
you.
dude?
Look at this show off. Leather Daddy?
Oh, dude.
That explains a lot.
Hi.
Hello, Leather Daddy.
They're botanists.
Oof. And... Oof.
That zoo is dumb.
There you go. How you like that shit?
I'm into it. I dig it very much.
Yeah. Me too. It's funny how all you have to do is change a color and suddenly you're not even slightly Elvis anymore.
Right? Not even slightly.
Zoo realizes it has been trying to mate 2 male hyenas for 4 years.
Eh.
They just keep humping, but there's no babies. Japanese animes? Is it just me, or does it just feel redundant when people say Japanese anime? I know there's other kinds of animes, but...
No,
To me...
not to me, because, like, I've seen other kinds.
Yeah,
Almost
like there's
certain.
definitely other styles, of,
So-
other countries' versions of anime, but I always just felt... Maybe just because there weren't other ones commonly known about for a long-ass time when I first started seeing it. Because I am old. So to me, the term anime implies Japanese. Unless you specify, like, this is Korean anime, this is French anime.
Hey, Snow,
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
what'd you forget?
I forgot my pocket durgan.
Mm-hmm. It's
I thought
okay,
you
we
were
only
right
went around the
behind
corner.
me.
Four plebs is down.
We have Krendar.
I'm sorry,
over here,
that,
somebody
Larson,
could-
but that page is missing. How did you break your link that fast? Holy shit, that fucking shell ferret thing is fucking angry. Christ. The noise that thing made.
So cute, though.
That's the first
hey,
one
we
I've
have
heard one of those
pizza.
things while wearing earbuds. Jesus Christ.
We have kill.
Oh, there's some of them are way out here, eh? Okay. I don't know what the fuck a hippo surf is, but it's gonna die,
Can't even be a full hypocrite. Yeah.
right? The fuck is a surf? Is it like half hippo, half medieval peasant farmer?
1 second.
Alright, we'll kill this guy. This one for Kai while 1 second. And the Earth Sprite's pissed off. What's your problem?
Found this way.
Over nya. Boop. Found mores.
Found more.
Found 2 more over nya. And I am giving them the pouch.
1 moment. Okay.
It is okay, I have enough pouch.
Eh.
What? This is running away now. Alright, fine. Fuck you then. Fuck you, live
Back.
if you want.
Then run back.
Holy shit, that is way too TLDR, Larson. Come on, man.
Eh.
You can't. We can't just stop the stream to read an entire page of text for you. I don't want to do it for me either. You gotta give us the snappier funnies.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You go?
Everything okay? Nice.
Eh?
Yes, everything is fine.
What are we nicing?
I had a random encounter in Pokemon Go.
Oh. Weird.
It yelled at me. It's like, hey. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
I got you, fam.
Time to speak to the toy dragon.
It wants to numb things.
I want to know what this animal tastes like. Bring it to me. Hello, big lady Durgan. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? With our own. Have you seen Kai's axe?
I have Sleep Axe, Doofus. Don't you understand the power of Sleep Axe?
You should make that into a D&D item. It's called the Axe of Sleep, and then this stats readout is just like a regular battle axe. Like there's no magic effect to it. It's just called the Sleep Axe. Sleep Axnia. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I think we already rubbed our butt on this crystal, but we do have a couple more
did.
quest assists in here. Oh, we should actually mount up because they're on the second and third floor, I think. It's a bit of a walk vertically. I do have a nice looking crystal though.
Hey.
Gotta hand it to short people. They can't reach it.
Nice. That's good.
You can also make this very fitting in universe. You gotta hand it to Lalafels.
Mm-hmm.
They can't reach it.
Here.
Escus.
Very snaky name.
Mm-hmm. Baby's
I
first
don't
baby. Oh
like
no,
that.
real pregnancy action. No.
No.
What?
No.
That's fucking creepy.
Oh,
What?
and baby's baby is pregnant too. No.
I'll send it to you, love.
Okay.
Larson, please tell me that's something somebody photoshopped and not actually a real toy?
I wouldn't question anything's existence anymore.
Well, that's why I'm
Actually-
not taking this for granted.
I'm gonna throw this in memes and shit posting. Just I know I'm missing all of their reactions to it. I'm sad about that, but I get to see Snows.
The thing that would be even more sad is depriving them of this trauma that we had to experience.
Right.
And I think
This Durgan over here has spines that are glowing.
indeed.
Excuse me, sir and or madam, were you aware that you are currently on fire?
Or this one over here. Careful getting too close to that hole in the ground over there. You will fall down it.
Which I plan to do later. That's what I call my express elevator back out.
That tracks.
Why use stairs when there's a giant hole in the floor? There's another one up here too, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta talk to Gullible Bambi over here.
Going come. Got 2 quests. Goodness.
So many quest assists. The child explores the wilderness. Tell him to come home. Okay. So that one's just around the corner. Or at least starts just around the corner. Alright, where's the nearest floor hole?
There's not a floor hole here.
Yes, there is. It's over here.
Oh.
Okay, bye.
Woo! There we go.
You gotta go in
Damn.
slow, though, because if you go in at full speed, you might, like, land on a
There are no enemies in here.
thing on the other side.
Down to 1 both times.
Yep.
Hell of a fall that can do that to me.
If I could do the entire fall in one go, I would. Alright, shall we do this round of quests and then call it a day?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Because we're pushing the time a little bit right now, but, you know. That's okay.
One crazy little
Yeah.
whatever the heck these things are.
Right?
Naked bird chickens.
Horse birds.
Birds are chickens.
Bird chickens.
Every single
Chickens
bird
are
is a
birds.
chicken. There you go.
I said that backwards with my whole chest. Goddamn.
At least you didn't use at least you didn't use half of your chest. You gotta use the whole thing.
Cows don't moo.
Moos don't cow.
All of the chest, the whole of it.
Yes.
The whole of it.
Absolutely.
Both tits and all the area in between. Goddamn.
Do cows listen to mews?
I would like to think that cows have more taste than that.
I don't know. Most of the cows I've eaten have been pretty tasty.
You know, you're.
Not wrong.
I was not prepared
Thank you.
for that argument.
Too much truth.
I shouldn't say that. Not all of Muse is bad. Just all of the popular shit by Muse is bad.
I don't think I've even heard of them. I'm assuming we're talking about a band, just out of context here, because I don't know what it is.
I personally am. I don't know if there's another Muse. But yes, here I am starting beefs. Go ahead. Keep milking the joke.
Baby Durgan over here is like, oh, mom wants to call me home, but look how fast I am new. Baby Durgan has the zoomies.
Indeed.
Look what I can do.
Like, yes, I see what you can do.
Now stop doing it, or you'll see what I can do.
Oh, come on, Larson. That was calf-assed.
Oh. Alright, Kai won that round. Alright, I'm going to suggest that before we continue chasing him, we do have to talk to somebody back at the Nath village. And the baby Durgan is now just basically back at the entrance to the little tower there, so why don't we go back to the Nath for a second? And then we can scoop up the other stuff when we return back here.
Okay.
That is my logistics suggestion. Keeping it veal with you. Oh, groan.
That's pretty rare.
Oh! Zing! Ah,
But, you know, well done.
must burp harder. Whee!
There we go.
By the way, Snow, is your class quest unlocked yet?
Not yet.
Wow, okay. It's gonna be like one of the last things you do in the zone then, it looks like.
Yeah.
I will probably get it unlocked tomorrow. You never make a mistake. Oh, this pun war is glorious.
Yeah, it's pretty prime.
Nice, nice. These nasty fuckers just chewing on raw skin over here. Ugh.
Well, that just means that each of them has their own personality, which is a good thing.
Yep. And the vast storyteller at least has the sense to know that that was gross.
But still tried.
You tried it. Yeah, exactly. So this is
Good on
good.
him.
Let's see, I'll turn this one off. Okay. So we got that. Okay. That. Okay. I just want to check out the skins, Larson. I'll have all the beefs. Too bad my soup today didn't have enough beef in it, but that's noodle soups for you. Tasty, but usually not super substantive when it comes to meat and veggies. Depends where you get it, though.
My
But that seems to be the trend.
Usually very substantive.
Yeah.
Fuck. I have a lot of substantial meats and veg in my soups.
Actually, I've got...
you know, the rain to do so.
Yeah. I've got two soups I like to make that are typically appetizer soups, but I like to make them into meal soups instead. I make Chinese-style hot and sour soup, and
One of my favorites.
like Slavic borscht, and I add meat to both. I add meat to both of them, like a lot of meat to both of them, and
You've
have them as
never
meals.
had beef noodle soup, Larson? I'm sorry? Oh, what?
Well, you need to go out and eat more. Fucking find yourself a nice Asian noodle soup restaurant and go to town, sir.
That's such an unheard of thing for me. Like, I was not expecting to read that today.
I mean, if we're not talking about Asian-style noodle soups and we're talking about other types instead, like in North America, for example, it's very common to have chicken noodle soup.
Types?
But you don't hear about beef noodle soup of that type as often.
You kidding? Beef noodle soup is huge over here.
Not here.
Just another reason why I live in the superior country.
Or at least on the border of it, anyway.
Yeah. That way, when it stops being so, I can get the fuck out relatively quick.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what American-style beef noodle soup is like, but I'd rather have the faux style anyways.
I would definitely say that counts, though. That's my personal opinion, though. And
Minestrone with ground beef? Pretty much, yeah.
That's Utah, right? Jesus lives in Utah?
And then there's Italian wedding soup, which has basically noodle balls in it.
Dumplings of sorts.
Nope, not even, like, well, kind of. Like, imagine you're making...
Not even, kind of.
Well, because they're very, very, very small. They're like little pellets. I guess you could technically call that a dumpling, sort of.
Pellet dumplings.
It's almost like getting
technically,
it's almost
still
like
be pasta, just a different, like.
It's technically pasta still, yes. It's
Yeah.
like, imagine cooking some spaghetti noodles and then chopping them into like tiny little like 3 or 4 millimeter sized pieces.
Pasta is 100% noodle. I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yes.
Why does Larson only think of Asian types of noodle? And even then,
Pasta
Asian types
isn't
of noodle,
noodles
beef
to
noodle
me.
soup is a thing.
Yeah. The phrase pasta isn't noodles to me is an incredibly strange sentence. What the fuck is...
Weird
Hold
thing
on.
to say.
Larson, what the fuck is pasta to you then?
Larson has not had the noodle dream.
That's like saying that's like saying I love sandwiches, but sandwiches aren't meat and vegetables on 2 slices of bread to me.
Yeah, pasta is pasta. Yeah, noodles are part of that blanket. Noodles are okay. So pasta, I consider the blanket term, and noodles would be like a
subset of it.
that.
Yes.
Ah.
That's
But
exactly what it
they're
is.
still pasta.
Yes.
They're still very much a pasta. They're just nudes.
That's like saying milkshakes aren't a beverage.
Like saying milk isn't a solid.
Excuse me, what?
Milk is a solid. Sorry, yeah, I didn't.
Try again.
I thought everyone knew this. No, milk is a solid. It is a solid in suspension.
Says the person who thinks that glass is a liquid.
No, glass isn't a... What? No?
Sorry, fluid, not liquid.
Yes. Uh-huh. That's correct. It is a fluid, not a liquid.
I agree that it's not a liquid. I think this person's
in
outside of the town. This way.
In the same that a,
By returning this
Okay,
in.
we can do this. We can do this first.
you know, air is a fluid, but not a liquid. No, what milk literally is a solid in suspension. This is why milk doesn't quench thirst, it fills you up. It's because it's a solid. It's a solid fat, it's just in a fluid suspension.
Kai, if you can chew your milk, then it's too old.
You're not oh my gods. I seriously worry about any kind of education system that doesn't cover solids is in fluid suspension. Granted, I'm not saying that that's taught here. I was homeschooled. I got the special treatment. But seriously. See, this is why Larson needs to be in the Discord, so we can bullshit all the time, and y'all can make fun of me for being right.
Make fun of you for being right.
it's a lot more fun when it can happen more often.
That's true.
It's
Imagine all of this
precisely what
bullshit,
you're
but
doing,
more frequently.
It's literally it's literally what you're doing.
Yeah.
We
Man,
get
it's not
to
fit to battle with dragons. You're not even a dragon, you're just a flying toy. We're
Well,
finding a
in the
dragon-shaped
time that-
plushie.
In the time that you needed, to rest instead, we could play my game. Which is just a lot of fun.
I misread this one's name as Combe South for just a second, and I was like, wouldn't it have been more fun if all of them just been given like directions as their last names? Combe East, Combe South. I saw what you did to my brother, and I want a piece of that shit too. I want to get thrashed as well. Of course, it's not really fair. We're ganging up on them. They should have come on at us 3 at a time. And then we could kick their ass more efficiently.
There.
All done. Knock on wood. There you go, Larson.
Yes, time is a precious resource that should be spent with friends. So,
Alright.
so I raise your logic, or I match your logic and raise you emotional attacks.
And damage. Emotional damage.
It's only emotional damage if I'm not just some creep on the net.
Now you are a creep on the net. Here, have flesh.
Behold, meat.
I have trouble believing that any part of that creature is tender. Nothing is more delicious than swallowing eggs whole. What are you, a fox?
I was gonna say something, but I kept my mouth shut.
You did. Alright. Do you want to call it there, and get those 2 running around quests done later, or?
Yeah, let's get the running around ones later.
Yeah.
We
Oh
got.
my god, it's a pocket small.
There's pocket full.
There's a pocket small. Look at that tiny little chocobo.
Damn!
It doesn't even come up to your chocobo's butt.
It is an itty bitty.
It is so cute.
And it's
Also
also
that-
a red chocobo. That's dangerous.
Right? That's okay. I think it's just a regular yellow chocobo that you splashed some dye on.
Not with those angy eyes.
What are you umming about?
Why are they still hanging around? Hey.
What? You okay, Snow?
Why are they still hanging around? Go away.
Are you being creeped out by the Lalafell?
Yeah.
They were a dancer looking at our stuff. Their head kept looking between our characters, so they were examining us.
Perhaps. Oh, now it's my turn, maybe. No, the head didn't go up. I'm too high up for her to see properly. She can't see me all the way up here in the clouds. Alright, I don't know if the effect of the logging out at the crystal counts for us all the way out here, so I'm going to run inside to log out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we can raid today.